I'm not posting anymore about the US election. I'm talking over my head and trying to apply logic in ways that maybe aren't the best. What I'm saying ought to make sense, anyways. In the end, it might not. But I'm going to post a quick summary as to what I understand first. First, the banks have abandoned the Democrats. They're keeping Hillary around as a contingency plan, but if they had any intent on really using the Democratic Party as a vehicle, they would have run after her hard, and we wouldn't be talking about Bernie Sanders. There may have even been some insiders quietly hoping for a Sanders nomination, as it might have been thought easier. Second, they had a lot invested in Bush, but he's getting steamrolled by a push of independents, making a run at the party to straight-arm Trump through. The biggest tactical error appears to have been Bush's refusal to engage in new media. This is the first major evidence that nobody watches network television anymore. The banks reacted with Rubio, but he just ended up splitting the moderate vote and further splintering the field. A clash of egos developed over pushing Cruz or Rubio that has yet to be resolved. But it's all based on the flawed premise that Trump was beating Bush on the right. This is actually allowing Trump to control the center as Bush fades into obscurity and the banks attach themselves to the unelectable right. Logic suggests that if anybody can clean up the center, they should win. And the obvious choice to do that is Bush, but it's not happening. And it seems to be a combination of obviously failed candidates sticking around for far too long, and all thinking they can pull off the same end around with an outdated media attack by the establishment's centrist candidate. As more and more time goes on, it's becoming clearer and clearer that Trump is going to win this. Not by controlling the fringes, but by controlling the center. And this is going to hurt turnout for the Republicans in the general. Hillary then becomes the establishment candidate, despite being thrown away for the stuff in the time leading up to it. But if they wait too long to come to her rescue, she could be out of it herself. And then, when you have two candidates running, neither of them representing the establishment, somebody gets assassinated. Logic still says that when the field narrows one last time, Bush ought to get a bump, and that it's a time for a change in the letter. But this combination of Trump screwing everything up and, quite frankly, incompetence in the establishment could very well blow the whole thing open. I think we can probably reduce the whole thing to a big choice. If Bush steps down, what do they do? Do they shower the cash on Cruz and forget about Hillary altogether? Because then Trump wins the nomination, and Sanders gets a fighting chance too. If they cut their losses and go full in on Hillary, then she wins in a landslide. But that's plan F. Remember. I'm not sure that Trump even has to win to get assassinated at this point. I think he's caused enough trouble as it is.